Hello, Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your one-stop source for everything Rangers. Before we get into the action, I just want to take a moment to thank you for the incredible support we've been getting. If you're a true blue, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and let's continue building this incredible community together. We appreciate each and every one of you, and your support truly means the world to us. WATP. Now, let's get stuck into the latest updates from Ibrox. Youssef Chamatai's first goal for Rangers should have been the moment of triumph and relief that he, the club, and the supporters have been waiting for, but instead, it sparked an unexpected debate. The £8 million forward finally opened his account in Rangers' 3-1 victory over Kilmarnock. While his goal was a significant achievement for the young striker, it wasn't the goal that caught the most attention. It was his reaction after scoring, which has left many wondering if he went too far. The reaction was so significant that it's become the topic of conversation among fans, pundits, and even former Rangers players. One of the club's ex-players has gone as far as calling for team captain James Tarab to step in and ensure something like that doesn't happen again. So, let's break this all down and discuss the possible implications of Chamatai's actions in the context of his long-awaited first goal for the club. Youssef Chamatai has had a rocky start to life at Rangers. Since making his move from Everton, expectations were high, but the young forward struggled to impress in his first few appearances. Fans were quick to question whether he was worth the hefty transfer fee, and his inability to find the back of the net in his first 8 games added fuel to the fire. With every passing match, the criticism grew louder, but Sunday's win over Kilmarnock brought some much-needed positivity, as Chamatai's goal finally opened his Rangers account. It was a moment of personal relief for the 20-year-old, who had faced growing pressure to perform. After all, the striker had failed to find the net in any of his previous outings. So, when he finally netted that third goal to seal a vital victory for Rangers, you could almost feel the weight being lifted off his shoulders. However, instead of the usual celebration we'd expect from a player scoring his first goal for a new club, Chamatai's actions raised eyebrows. After scoring, the striker turned towards the fans and made a gesture with his hands, one that many interpreted as an attempt to silence his critics. While the forward may have intended the gesture as a defiant message, aimed at those who had voiced their frustrations with his lack of goals, it hasn't been well received by everyone. In fact, some fans are seeing it as a sign of disrespect, especially considering the struggles Chamatai has faced since joining the club. Former Rangers striker Ross McCormick has been one of the most vocal critics of Chamatai's post-goal reaction. McCormick, who knows what it takes to make it at Ibrox, was quick to voice his opinion on the situation. He called for Rangers captain James Tarab to step in and make sure Chamatai understands the importance of showing respect to the supporters, no matter the circumstances. Speaking on Clyde One Super Scoreboard, McCormick said that, after seeing the gesture, he expected Tarab to immediately pull the young forward aside and tell him that actions like that won't be tolerated at Rangers. The former Scotland international made it clear that in such a high-pressure environment, where the fans' expectations are relentless, players need to respect the supporters, no matter what. McCormick's comments reveal the fine line that Rangers players must walk when it comes to their relationship with the fans. Ibrox is a stadium where every detail is under intense scrutiny, and every action, every gesture, is magnified. For Chamatai, it's clear that his goal was an emotional release after weeks of feeling the pressure to perform. But in a place like Rangers, where the fan base demands the best at all times, gestures like that rarely go unnoticed. The reaction from supporters has been mixed. Some fans have defended Chamatai, seeing the gesture as a sign of his passion and desire to prove himself. They view it as a player who is finally showing a bit of defiance, a willingness to silence his doubters. Others, however, have criticized the gesture, calling it premature and even arrogant, considering the striker's underwhelming performances up to that point. But what does the manager, Danny Rowe, think about all this? Well, Rowe has taken a more measured approach to Chamatai's performance and his goal celebration. The German coach, who's been working hard to rebuild the squad's confidence, has emphasized the importance of the goal in boosting Chamatai's morale. Speaking after the match, Rowe admitted that it was a good step for the young forward, but he also made it clear that Chamatai still has work to do to reach his full potential. Rowe is looking for consistency from his squad, And while he acknowledges that Chamatai's first goal is an important step, he knows there's more to come. For Rowe, the goal represents a small but important part of the puzzle in terms of getting his players to perform at their best. Chamatai's task now is simple: continue scoring, continue working hard, and let his football do the talking. If he can channel his emotions the right way and show the same level of commitment that Rangers fans expect, he could become a valuable asset to the team. The fans will support him, but that support is conditional on him showing effort and respect. It's a fine balance to strike, and Chamatai has the potential to succeed if he takes the right approach. In other Rangers news, Danilo is hoping that the arrival of Danny Rowe can serve as the fresh start he needs after a frustrating start to the season. The Brazilian forward played a key role in Rangers' victory over Kilmarnock, scoring a crucial goal in the 3-1 win. It was a much-needed win for the club, and Danilo's goal was a welcome boost for a player who's been struggling to find his form. The victory also marked Rowe's first league win as manager, and it was a significant moment for both the coach and the team. With the win, Rangers are still trailing Hearts by 13 points, but they're only 5 points behind Celtic, and the Old Firm clash looms large on the horizon. Danilo spoke after the game about his goal and the impact it had on his confidence. He admitted that it had been a difficult season for him so far, but the goal was a reminder of the hard work he's been putting in behind the scenes. He's been waiting for an opportunity to prove himself, and now that he has, he's ready to keep pushing forward. With the new manager in place, Danilo is optimistic about what the future holds for him and for Rangers. Rowe has been working on rebuilding the squad's confidence, and Danilo is determined to show that he's ready to be a key player for the team. It's clear that both Chamatai and Danilo have an important role to play in the coming weeks as Rangers look to build momentum under their new manager. The season is far from over, and with Rowe at the helm, there's hope that the team can turn things around and start delivering the results the fans expect. For Chamatai, the goal was just the beginning. For Danilo, the goal was a step in the right direction. Together, they'll be key players in the squad's push for success. As always, Rangers fans will be watching closely, and they'll be there to support their team, but only if they continue to give their all on the pitch. Stay tuned for more updates from Ibrox, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest news. Thanks for watching, and WATP. As the season progresses, the pressure on every player at Rangers continues to mount. With a new manager in charge, there's a fresh sense of optimism, but also the harsh reality of the demands placed on each player. Danny Rowe's arrival has brought a different approach, one that focuses on consistency and building a squad that can cope with the intense scrutiny that comes with playing for Rangers. The fans' expectations are as high as ever, and the club supporters have made it clear that they will not settle for anything less than full commitment from the players. In the past few weeks, the Rangers squad has been under the microscope. The team has been struggling to find consistency, and while the win over Kilmarnock was a much-needed boost, it's only one step in the right direction. Danny Rowe knows that it will take time to implement his methods and get the squad to the level he wants them to reach. The pressure on him is immense, but it's also on the players to show that they can deliver when it matters most. Youssef Chamatai's goal was a sign that the young forward might be finding his feet at the club, but his post-goal gesture left many questioning his attitude. It's clear that Chamatai has a fire in him, a desire to prove himself, and while that's a quality that any fan would want to see in their players, the way it was expressed wasn't universally well received. The gesture was seen by some as a statement of defiance, a way of shutting up his critics. Yet, for others, it came across as arrogance, especially when considering how poor his form has been up until that point. This is the fine line that every Rangers player has to walk, particularly with the high expectations placed on them. The fans' reactions to Chamatai's actions highlight just how intense the atmosphere is at Ibrox. The supporters demand respect, and while they are quick to support players who give their all, they will not tolerate anything that smacks of disrespect. Former players like Ross McCormick understand this better than anyone. McCormick's words about Chamatai's reaction are a stark reminder of the pressures that come with playing for Rangers. At Ibrox, the fans are everything. They can lift you up when you're down, but they can also turn against you if you show disrespect. Chamatai may have meant well, but his actions raised the stakes, and now it's up to him to prove that he can handle the pressure. For Danny Rowe, the challenge is to rebuild a squad that has been in need of confidence and consistency. His managerial debut at Rangers was a tough one, but the win over Kilmarnock was a crucial step in the right direction. Rowe's approach is clear. He wants the team to work hard, play with intensity, and respect the supporters. His job isn't just about tactics. It's about building a mentality within the squad that can handle the pressure of playing at Rangers. The players need to buy into his methods and work together to turn the club's fortunes around. Rowe knows that this won't happen overnight, but with the right attitude, he believes the squad can achieve great things. One player who has certainly been given the opportunity to prove himself under Rowe is Danilo. The Brazilian forward's performances have been inconsistent this season, but his goal against Kilmarnock was a reminder of the talent he possesses. Danilo has had a tough start to his Rangers career, but he's determined to make the most of his chances. His goal was a vital one, giving Rangers the lead and helping to secure the victory. It was a timely boost for a player who has been waiting for an opportunity to make his mark. Danilo has spoken about the challenges he's faced, but he's also shown resilience, working hard behind the scenes to stay prepared for his moment. The goal was a moment of personal joy for Danilo, but it was also a reminder of the hard work that goes into making it as a top player. Danilo's words after the match spoke volumes about his mindset. He's been through a lot this season, and he's had to remain mentally strong during difficult times. He's been waiting for his chance to prove himself, and now that he's taken it, he's ready to push on and continue improving. For Danilo, the new manager's arrival has given him a fresh start, a chance to show that he's ready to contribute to the team's success. With the squad still settling under Rowe, every player is being given a chance to impress. The German manager is keen to see how his players respond to the challenge of playing for Rangers, and he's not afraid to make changes if necessary. His tactical flexibility will be key in the coming weeks, as Rangers face a crucial period with several important fixtures on the horizon. The Old Firm clash with Celtic is just around the corner, and it's a game that will be crucial in determining whether the team can build momentum under Rowe's leadership. For Chamatai, the pressure will only increase as the weeks go by. He's shown that he can score goals, but now he needs to prove that he can do it consistently. His relationship with the fans will be key in this process. If he can earn their respect through his performances on the pitch and by showing the right attitude, he has the potential to become a key player for Rangers. But if he continues to let his emotions dictate his actions, it could create more problems for him down the line. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. The rumor mill at Ibrox is buzzing louder than ever, and it centers on none other than Calvin Bassey. The Nigerian defender, who has seen his fair share of ups and downs across Europe, is reportedly on the verge of a sensational return to Rangers, and supporters can barely contain their excitement at the prospect. Word on the street is that the Gers are desperate to bolster their backline, and BASSEY, with his blend of pace, strength, and tactical awareness, could be exactly the answer. Sources close to the club suggest that negotiations have been quietly progressing behind closed doors, with both parties eager to make a deal happen. Fans online have been speculating endlessly, imagining the impact of BASSEY patrolling the flanks and adding steel to a defense that has shown flashes of vulnerability this season. The mere mention of his name has sparked a flurry of social media posts, memes, and heated debates in local pubs, some insisting that his return could be a game-changer in the title race, others cautiously optimistic, wary of whether he can replicate the form that made him such a fan favorite in his earlier spell. If the rumor proves true, BASSEY's return could represent more than just a defensive reinforcement. It would be a statement of intent from the Gers, signaling to rivals that they're not just content to compete, but to dominate. The club's hierarchy, we're told, have been scouting reinforcements quietly, and BASSEY's familiarity with the Scottish game and Ibrox atmosphere would make for a seamless reintegration. Of course, nothing is confirmed yet, and as always with transfers, things can change in a heartbeat. But for now, the mere prospect of Calvin Bassey back in a Rangers shirt is enough to set tongues wagging across Glasgow and beyond. Supporters are already imagining the roar of the crowd, the crunching tackles, and the reassurance of knowing that their defense might finally be unbreachable once more. Whatever happens, the Ibrox rumor mill shows no signs of slowing down, and if Bassey does return, it could be the headline story of the Scottish transfer window. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.